Hi, and welcome to Debt Tale. This is Rebecca Bautista, and this video is on the highest credit utilization. This is the final method from the 8 talked in a previous video. As always, we'll be going over what is the highest credit utilization, the steps. We will be going over it with the sample debt spreadsheet, and then pros and cons. So I hope you stick around. Highest credit utilization. So what is credit utilization? Well, credit utilization is how much percentage-wise you are using of the available credit limit. Quick example, if you have a credit card with a limit of $10,000 and you put $5,000 on that credit card, then your credit utilization would be 50% because 5,000 divided by 10 is 50%. Step 1, calculate credit utilization. Again, your formula is taking the current balance and divide it by your max credit limit. Please note that this is only for credit cards and lines of credits because those are revolving lines, meaning that after you pay it off, you can charge back on it. With other types of loans, you cannot do this. Once you have a loan, that amount is the amount and you can't keep charging back to it after you pay it off. Step 2, arrange by highest to lowest credit utilization. Step 3, pay minimum payment on all. As in previous videos, I highly suggest that you make the current minimum payment a fixed payment to keep it consistent. By having fixed payments, you always know how much you have to pay on a monthly basis, which makes it easier to determine how much you can apply extra to something. Step 4, the one with the highest credit utilization is your focus. You want to be able to apply any extra to that focus to pay it off faster. When you apply extra to things across the board, it's really easy to get lost. So in all methods, it's just generally accepted that you apply extra to the one that you are working on. Step 5, once paid off, roll over its payment to the highest credit utilization. So once you pay it off, you now have additional money and you want to take that and pay it towards the next highest credit utilization. Step 6, repeat these steps until they're all paid off. As stated before, once you are done paying off your credit cards and those line of credits, there's now a new method that needs to be chosen for how to pay off your other debts. There is a video with 7 other debt payoff methods, so you feel free to click and watch those videos to determine your new method, or from the get-go, I would suggest have a plan so you know how to go about going forward. And once you pay off all of your debts, congrats, you're debt-free. And welcome back to the sample debt spreadsheet. In this example, which we have in all the previous videos, we're actually going to need to add 2 more columns. So right before the monthly payment, I'm going to right click, give it a second, and then I am going to insert column left. All right, so in column D, we have principal. In column E, we're going to have that max credit line. And then in column F, we're going to have credit utilization. All right, so here in this example, I have 3 revolving lines. So that's 2 credit cards and 1 line of credit. So my Discover credit card is going to have a max credit line of $10,000. Then the bank line of credit is going to have a max line of credit of $12,000. And the Chase credit card is going to have a max of $5,000. Now, once again, we only focus on the revolving line of credits. These loans over here won't have a max credit line because I can't charge back on it. Now, to generate what is your credit utilization, you're going to do equals. You're going to select this D3, and then you're going to divide it by your max line of credit, hit enter. Now here it is stuck with a money sign because that is what it was put as format as currency. So I'm going to change it now to format as percent. And there we go. And as always, to make life easier, I'm just going to pull it down. And as you can see, you're going to get some errors because there is no number in that box. So I just delete those. Then the next thing to do is you're going to go to this column. You want to do sort Z to A, highest to lowest. And now you have it. Now again, with this method, you only now know what order you're paying for the first three, so Discover, Chase, Bank Line of Credit, and then you really need to pick a different method for the other ones. You could go by this order if you want, but again, it depends on your goals. You might have something different. Another thing you want to note, because we were talking about credit scores, is what is your total credit utilization? So in order to do this, what we're going to do is hit equals. We're going to select your credit card, so this, add a plus, we're going to add this one, and then we're going to add another plus for this and hit enter. Then here we're going to have equals, I'm going to do sum just because I can, and then do E2 to E4, E2 to E4, hit enter. And then one more, which is divide by this one, hit enter, and you're gonna see that your credit utilization, we're gonna turn it back into percentage, is 57.05. So as you pay these off, you will see how your credit utilization rapidly changes. So here, let's say your principal balance no longer, you go from 57% down to 29%. All right, so I hope that's helpful, and we'll be going on to pros and cons in a little bit. Pros and cons. So with the highest credit utilization method, you are focusing on something that actually has an impact with your credit score. Your credit utilization is 30% of the factoring to generate that credit score. So by focusing on highest credit utilization, you are going to help improve your credit score if that is your goal. Cons. Well, this only applies to revolving lines of credit, like your credit card or actual lines of credit. So it can't be a method that is applied to loans because those just have a set balance and that's it. You can't just re-up on that loan. So because of that, right after paying off your highest credit utilization, you have to then think of a new method. And for some people, not having that plan in place from the get-go can be a little bit confusing, or it's just, again, now you have to face the numbers and therefore it's demotivating. Well, this was the highest credit utilization method, the final one from the 8th video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and let me know if there's something else. For sure, we'll be having a video series on what makes a credit score and additional factors to help improve, because that is something that I commonly get questions about. If there's anything else that you would like to know, again, comments are always open. I'm happily looking forward to making a video for you, and I hope you have a great one. Bye.